So today we will discuss about how we will create a reports and how those reports will be visible to the one. So before going to the reports, first we need to go for the what were the roles which were for the reports. If I open this one, name contains report. If I open, there will be few roles will be come. See, around 20 roles were there. Only the reporter. So in these one, so the main roles were this is the one report global. Sorry, report admin. So what the report admin will do? The report admin can manage, can publish, and schedule all the reports, and also he has the all the reports access for the same thing. Next one, report alias underscore admin. So required a maintaining field for value maintain alias. That means if you want to make any values alias, we can do it, but this role mostly we cannot use it. And report global. So report global can be managed all the reports with the one. Whereas a report marked as a global, this will show you. And report group is nothing but he can manage and share the reports that are shared with them. That means what was the reports which was shared by the logged user groups, he can manage those ones. And report publisher can publish the report for the same thing one. That means he can edit, he can create, edit, and share the report. Next, report scheduler. Report scheduler is nothing but what was the role which was given by the report one. So he can schedule a report. That means we can email a report to the user, and so they can also report the scheduler can also edit, create, and share the reports. And report user just he can see the reports one. These are the basic roles. Later you guys can check by checking these report roles. Now we'll just go to the report module and how we can see it. So right now we are in the application scope is here and we have to change our scope to global. And one more thing, why we need to use the reports. So what is the advantage of the report when you see something? See, when you see in a medical, if you go any report, we have like that, right? So if you go to the, for example, if you're not feeling well, doctor will check it, go for and check for this test. And once they have test, they will give a report like how much in the blood, complete blood picture. There is a lot of reports happen. In this one, the information will be there. That is a one. Like that, in the industry point of view, so ServiceNow reporting, what is the one? And this ServiceNow reporting is the one of the most powerful feature in the system. So that means one of the most powerful feature in that one will do. Here I'm just going to report. So here if I'm going to one viewer run will be one. So now for example, if you are a manager, you want to see what are the reports, incidents which are closed it one. So you want to check it, and if you want to show the management to the number or what are the reports were there, that will be used at one. That means when you prepare a report, what it will happen is the report will be show the some numbers. That means how many incidents is closed this one, or how many incidents is closed in last week and last month. Like that, the flow will be the same for it. Now that is the one. So or also if you want to check how many incidents closed by this group, how many incidents which were closed by this user. That means, for example, if for every year they have appraisal cycle, at the time of appraisal, what we will do, we will showcase to the manager. So I have closed this many incidents and I have closed this many stories like that one, so that we can show the number, so that the manager or somebody can easily show his button. So the like that we can do it. And now we will say, I'm just creating a uh, pending incidents. I'm just report name. So pending incident. So here the data source and data source is table. So the data source option of we can I can cover you later. Just give me some time. And next one is a table. So in the, as we know, in the service now, everything will be stored in the table format. Anything. So everything will be stored in the table format. So if you want to make any report on the table, we have to know the table on it. So for example, so we need to select the table, which is an incident. So I'm just making the incident table, and next one is a next. If you go to the next, what happens? By default, the report type was list. So this we will call as a list here. So see here, this is the conditional builder. Conditional builder is nothing but which will be used to prepare a condition. So I just want to create show it. So create an incident. So like created on this month. For example, if I see here month, right, created on this month, and state is not closed. State is not resolved. Sorry, is not resolved, or is not closed, or is not cancelled. So which means whenever if you see this one, this is the list. If I run this, so around 6 will come. This we can check. Like this, we can build a condition. For example, you want to see how many. So assign to the logged user. Just click on it, and assign to is. If you want to, we can give any particular name. For example, Abel. We can give it will come. Or else, if you want to the dynamically, that means the user is the logged user. Just click on dynamic, and he, if you give me the logged user, or if you give one of my approval, that is nothing but who is approval for that one, or one of my assignment, nothing but who is approval assignments for this one. That means on behalf of anyone we have. So we have seen that option right earlier, what we can say, uh, oh, on behalf of user, I forgot that option, delegate. So that delegate we can do it. Right now we are not using users with role, I think, but who has the with the my rules. So the best practice always we can use this one, users with the here. Now like that we can build a condition, and I'm just going to run it. If I run it, let's see how many instances will come. So right now there is no incidents. Why? Because there is no incidents assigned to the logged user, which is nothing but the system administrator. So this is the one, and I'm just saving this report. See, if you saved it, it should show the report created with the report name. So this is the one. Now here we can see type. There are different types of reports for there. So that means What are the different types of reports? So the first one is the bar. If you click on the bar, if you select bar and click on next, so it will show like this one. Additionally, what is this one? So if I give as a display data aggregation count, okay. So if I give this one, the bar report will become like this one. So for example, if I give, this is the active, right? So no need. I'm just going to give as a state, and here what I'm going to remove this condition and trying to save it. See, total incidents were 6 and new is a 1. So if I remove this condition also, so for example, if I remove this condition, then see it will show this is the closed one, in progress, new, on hold, and reopen the incident states. That is a basic thing how we can do it. That is a bar report how we can do it. The same thing. Similarly, if you go to the histogram report, if you see this one, if I go into select as a histograph, see the report will become like this one. If I go to this one, measured a business, what is the field we want to, we can give it. But right now, what we have, this will be only the, if I give as a state, oh my god, see. So this histogram report basically we will use it whenever we want to a time sync one. But this one mostly we cannot use this one mostly. So next report was horizontal bar. When you go to the horizontal bar, see the visibility will become like this one. See here we have an option called here display data table. If you want to display data table, I'm just clicking it and share it. So if you clicking display data table, so this data will come. If you don't want to this one, I just want to go to it and click and run. It will show here like this. So this is the fundamental. And the next step, this is the horizontal bar. Next one is the Pareto. If I open the Pareto report and save it, see it will come like this one. The only the difference, the view of the report is different. The basically the fundamental, the data in that one, it will be the same thing. So again, I think we don't have display data. So if we go to the display data and try to run it, so it will be the same here. See. So what happened? These type of reports, what happened? If you want to work with the management, that is a higher level management, you want to showcase this one. So how many reports is closed this month? What are the different states? What is the current existing state? If you want to confirm or show, these are all things. It will be very useful and very easy for them to understand this one. So now, if I open, this is the bar reports. And the next one, if I open the next one, pie chart, donut, pie and donuts, if I go to the donut and if you run it, so it will be come here even, and the pie donut, the report will be the same here. I hope to clear till now or any confusion. Hello. I hope you guys clear till now or any confusion. So the donut will be come like this one. And in the configure, what are the fields you want to, we can show the same thing one. And in the condition builder, whatever we want to, we can write the condition builder here. Like created on last month, created on next month, created on due data like that. So there, if you see open, there is a lot of fields will be there. Whatever the fields we require, we can try to use the condition building, and that is the one. And next you go to the pi, also the same concept, but the report is come as a different word like this one. The donut is different, the pi is little bit different. This is the one. If you go to the semi donut and if I go to the run, it will show only the half donut for the same thing, which means the full donut will be have the same thing here. See, if you want to here, I have given the state. If you want, you can give any one also. For example, if I give as a assign to and try to run it, so it will become like this one. That means the incidents empty is nothing but which were not assigned to around 26 percentage. And if you want to, if you click on this one, it will not visible. So if the ITL user, this is the one David Lou. This is the percentage which was assigned to him. So that's the one. And the next report was the time series. If I open a time series, this is the most important. See here the time series. This here this is the report. This is the oh my god, assigned to I'm just getting. Let me go to the state. So here the trend by I'm just going to trend by uh, giving as a created, for example, the date field, the calendar, and if I go to the run, so that means how many incidents will be created like this one. 2014 in this incidents created. So 15 this was, 16 this one, 17 like this it will be visible. Now here it is the per year. If you go to the per quarter and if I go to the run, it will be like this one. The trend will be like this one. That means so for that one we can do it. And for example, I'm just going to giving a filter here. So that means I'm just building a condition here created on. So I'm just for example, if I go to the creator last 2 years and if I run this one, the report will be the like this one. So that means for this one, this is the one first quarter, second quarter, and first quarter. This is the like this one. It will come. So or else, if you want to the column in the time series, if you go to the run, oh my god, this is not yet selected. So this is the column series will be then. That means this is the first quarter in the 2022. So this is the incidents will come and 2023. So this will be the same year. That means third quarter, the fourth quarter. I think maybe there is no incidents were created. That's the reason it was not showing any data here. So this is the column report. If you go to the different one, which is a line report, simple, it will show like a line in that one. The incidents flow will be the same here. Or if you go to the different one which is a sp line, so it will be the same thing. So the functionality of this all the lines will be this, all the time series is same, only the thing was how it was visible to them. And next one, step line. If I open the step line, so it will become like this one. Next one, multi-dimensional report. This is the very few reports. So if you go to the bubble, it will come like this one. How this one flow will be the same thing one. But mostly we cannot use this one. And heat map, if I open a heat map, so pending incidents is the true is 29. There is mostly these reports we cannot use this one. Next one, multi-level reports. So multi-level reports, I'm just going to the assignment group, and column is priority. Can I give? Okay. So this one aggregation count alpha and See, if you go to the multi-level report, it will be like this one. So now the assignment group here in the column, it will be like this one. State will be there. So for example, if I give this is the not, this is the state here. So for example, if I give and try to run it, then if you see like this one, how many assignments group incidents was assigned to the group with the state, so that we can easily understand the same here. Now this is the one. Next one is the score report. If you go to the score report, it will be like this: dialing a phone. It will show like this one. Or if you open this one single score, it will show only one number. How many incidents? So over there. And next one, speedometer. If I open a speedometer, so it will show like this one, how the like the speedometer in the system. And next one, if I go to the others, so if you go to the box, so it will be like, oh my god, box we have not configured. Measured by, for example, if we give the measured by sale incident, but right now it doesn't have any child incident, so that it is not showing any data here. Or else, if you go to the calendar, if I open this calendar, it will show the when these incidents were created. For example, if I open this incident, see 13 there is a one incident is created. Maybe so it will be show like this one. 13th it was created. For example, if I go to the sorry, I'm just going to reload. So we have taken it last 2 years data. If I run this one, see. I'm so sorry, excuse me. So this is the one. So for example, if you go to the configure, it will showing the activity too. So instead of that, I'm just going to create it. So if I go to the created, it will be show like this one. The second, this was the three six incidents created, and January this is the incident is created for the same thing. So that means, and which field also you want to display, we can do this. If I go to the monthly view, this is the January month, and if I go to the back month, so the same year, it will be like this one. So here we can configure the same. The next one is the controls. So I'm just going to trend by. Mostly I'm just giving is a created by is not given created. So if I go to the one pending tickets, so created like how this calculation will be there, but this mostly we cannot use this one. Next one, this report mostly we cannot do one. Next one, funnel. If I open that funnel, the report will be like this one. I don't think we have not clicked the display data. So display table data, it will be same this one. This is the final report. If you go to the aggregation, count sum all we can do it. If you go to the sum, it will be the different will become. See what are the business measurement duration it was calculated here. So always the best practice for this one aggregation, use the mostly 90% mostly we will use the count which is a sum, sorry, count that means it will display the how many records in that one, so that we can easily calculate the same thing here. This is the one. And the next report is a list. We have already saw the list here. So this is the list report. So this is the reference we are given as a state we can give it. And in this list report, if you go to the configure, uh, choose column. So I don't want to this what you call updated field on this one. So what are the fields we require? We can call this in. For example, here I want to this category is above the state. For example, the state I need to move to the up. So here, so if I open and if I run this one, so whatever we required, we can. For example, I'm just starting. I'm just opened by for right now. If I open this one, the first field was opened, and second, sorry, first field was number. Second field was opened by. Third was a short description. Now I just want to change it. First is opened, second one is a number, and third one is short description. And I want to add a subcategory after the category. So if I want to do this one, just go to click on here. So first is opened by, and second is a short description. You can make up and down, and we need to add a since we need to add a subcategory, we can add it after the category. And here in the configure we have given the group by. So right now I will not give any group by, and we'll try to save this one. If you try to save the C, the first will be here open, short description, number, state, whatever we required, and the same format will be has came for the our thing. So which means here, that means what are the fields we want to display in the report. From here we can easily connect and configure the same thing here. So this is the basic thing how we can configure the list report. Now the next step is, guys, map. I think we don't have map for this one, so we cannot generate this one. So forget about this one, no map data. So for example, incident assigned to location, and if I run it, see the what are the incidents assigned to depending upon the location, it will display the same thing here. So for example, incidents caller location, if I give, it will be same thing here. So that's one. Mostly this one also we can use one. Next one, pivot. The pivot, this is the pivot table. So row is I'm just making a state. Next one is the assignment group. This will be. So this is the pivot table. How it will be show with the same thing here. So this is the thing here. How we can calculate the same here. Now, now the next thing here. So this is the pivot. If you go to the pyramid, it will come like this one. So this is the parent, since it is a active is a group by. So I'm just going to mark this one as a state. So it will be the same here. Now if I go to the trend, so as we just saw right a trend, that means on each year it was done. Right now it was a per quarter. If I give as a per year, this is the one. So trend by here active true. So what are the field we want to display the same here. Now the next thing here, the trend box. I think we already seen. This is the box how we can configure. Right now we have given here as activity true. So this is the thing how we can configure the same thing here. So these are the different reports, how we can configure for the same. Till now, I hope you guys understand or any confusion, or let me know if you want to, we can again explain the again. So any questions till now? Okay, fine. Thank you. So now, if you go here, if you go to here, if you click on save, the report will be saved first time. Here, if you see, there is a four options. Update. If you click on update, the report will be updated and return the previous report. If you go to the insert, if you click on insert, what happened? See, as per see here, insert a new copy of report and returns to the previous page on which we have. Or if you click on insert and stay, what happened? Insert a new copy and stay on the current page. That means we'll show in the same thing. Next one, save as a data source is nothing but, so if you mark as a data source, next time if you want to build a report, we can mark it so. So I'm just marking this one as a data source. So here, so pending incidents. So I'm just marking this one as a pending incident. So this one. So here initially when I go to the table, if I go to the data source, whatever the we are created, it will become like this one. Okay, I'm just reload this page. That means since we are already storing it as a data source, from the next time if you want to configure any other thing, from that we can configure the same thing here. See here, if I go to the data, table is data source. So these are all, see pending instance. This is our data source which you have created. From that, if you run it, we can write whatever you want. Or if you want to go to the type, if you mark as a list, it will become like this one. So the best practice what we will do is always we will try to create incidents by using the incident table concept only. This is the one. So this is the data source concept. The next step here, sharing. If you click on share here, if you click on share, so whenever if you create a report, it will be visible to the one particular user. That means who created that one. If you click on here everyone, so it is asking the required role and it will check for the same thing. So that means it's under required roles is are optional. If you click on that role, it will be the same here for it. That means if there is no user, it will be added for the if there is no user, so what we will do it is if there is no role or if you're not given any role, so that what it will happen, it will be automatically visible to the all the users. Next one, group users. This is the group users, and if you want any group, we can add this one. So right now, or if you want any user, we can add the same thing for it. So this is the how we can grant the role report for the schedule. I can show this one later. Just give me some time. Add to dashboard is nothing but we have already created any dashboard. We can configure the dashboard is coming and the topic is come. I can cover this one. And next one, export to PDF. If you click on export to PDF, you want to see portrait generate now. That means so the orientation is nothing but what was the type of it one. whether you want a portrait. If you click on portrait and generate, just click on export. So this is the pending incidents. It will be the same here. It will be like this. This is the portrait. So if you want to any different type, you go to the export to XML. So this is the landscape. Just download. If you click on, this is the landscape. This is the landscape type of report. This is the portrait. You can see the portrait is a simple extension with the one. This is the landscape for the same thing. So this is the thing how we can export the same thing. So these are the basic thing how you can report. The next thing, if you click on here info, it will show what was the table name, what was the type of it. That means what was you have saved. So if you saved here right now, and if you click on right now this one, I think we have to reload the page. So what is the type of report? So groups is nothing but we have not shared to anyone, and user is system administrator. That means who created by admin last when it was modified, and scheduled when it was scheduled, published no, last run how many times we have run it, runs on page, runtime how many, that means recent runtime, and how many runtime, how many seconds we have run the same thing. So this is the basic info we can cover it. And also, so here what we have to do is we need to schedule a report. So here we have a schedule report is nothing but your manager want to what are the incidents pending from the team on the every Monday morning. That means what are the incidents created last week, and also you want to see what you want to see. So every week, if you want to, you have to drop an email. You can download this Excel sheet and you can send it one. That is nothing but which may include a manual work, and the service now motto is maximum reduce the manual effort. Most of the things are process we need to automate it. So that means here, if you schedule a report in every Monday at 9 a.m. something like that time, so you can easily see it, and you will have the some issue. You don't have any issues for the same. Now what it will do is, if you click on share, sorry, not share, if you click on schedule, immediately it will go to the like this one. And here the pending users, the name of the report name will become the report, which report you want to include, and here the users, so which users we want to say for the same here. So users, this is the one. So which users we want to do for this, which user we can pick the which user you want to display the mail. So for example, if I go to able tutor, we can do it. Or else if you want to give any random email, so for example, just at the rate gmail.com. Test at the rate gmail.com, we can give it. Next one, assignment group. What is the assignment group? We have commit. So if you want to drop any assignment group, it will be come to the same thing here. So that's the one. And next one, if you want to give any email address, so we can give any email here also. We can add the same thing. And the application active. So if the this report, if you want to run it, always it should be active is true. And next one, run is nothing but when you want to run it daily. If you want to daily, at what time we need to run it. If it is a weekly, so on one means which day we need to run it, and that means we need to select the Monday to Sunday. Or if it is a monthly, which date we need to run it. So this is the one. Next one, periodical is nothing but what, for example, if you send it today, after 15 days or 20 days, we need to send the email. So what we have to do for the same year? After we can add the periodically, and if you go to the once is nothing but only one time we can do it, and on demand is nothing but whenever we want to we can run it, and start on the business calendar date. That means what is a business calendar? That means every Monday, every year, Jan for second is a business calendar day first. It will end it. Like that, we can add a business calendar end date. Also, we can add the same thing. So mostly the reports we will create a daily basis or a weekly or monthly basis for the same thing. This is the one conditional. If you want, you can add any condition. Right now, we will not add any condition. Here, omit if no records is nothing but in that Excel sheet. What are the report? If there is no report, so what we will do is it will not send our. But the best practice always try to mark this as a true, and we can say the one. And now, always sorry, always try to mark as a false, we can do that, because at the time of report generation, if there is no data, that will not trigger email. And after the generation, if any data is there, it will be the whoever the stakeholder is receiving or manager is receiving the email, it will be a problem for us. It is very difficult to track the data. So always the best practice is always mark this omit if no records is false. Very rare cases we can mark it as a true. That is a purely depending upon the who requested that report schedule and the decision. So and this is the one. And if you go to the from here as usual, so last week pending incident. So this is the one. And dear team, from here, dear team, is find the attached incidents list. Thanks and regards. Global IT. Support this. If you have any issues, please reach us on support at the rate gmail.com. So this is the one. And now here this is the what is the type, PDF landscape, Excel sheet, CSV, whatever we want we can add it, and zip route winder. Now what I am going to do is, if you want to add any other schedule report, we can add it. Right now we don't have, we can add one. So I'm just going to submit this one. So if I submit, it will come. So if you want to see, you can just go to the report module. It is the schedule reports. So this is the our schedule report. If you go to the click here new. And also one thing, this time zone will be always what was the system time zone. This time will be calculated when you are clearly rescheduling report. So you have to check how this will be the same tier. That means what is the user ask time zone and what is the existing time zone. This we have to check some little uh, yeah, we have to configure or something. We have to know, we should know what to do for the same here. So now what we have to do it is, so this is the report. If you want to check it, just click on execute now. If you click on execute now, it will automatically generate it. And go to the emails. So see, this is the report which you have done. It will be same here. This is the report zip. It will come here, and if you click on the preview of the email, so what was we have created, right? The same thing it will created. And the mail, if you see the mail subject, see the mail subject, and we have given the users, it will come here. If I open this one again, if I am not giving zip up output and trying to save this one, execute now. That's okay. It is going well. If I reload this one, see right now it was done. So this is the second report. This is the, if you're not given a zip output for the same thing here. See, this is the zip output. If you go to the attachment, it will like this one. If you not, it will come like this one. And if I am going to the schedule reports, if you click on the schedule report, and I'm just going to open this one. So if now I just want to, this format should be in the Excel sheet. So here if I want to one, I just want to add XLS format and try to save it. And once I saved it, we will just click on the execute now. If you click on that execute now, so let's see the email logs for it. Email logs, and third email, right? This is the one. See, this is the Excel one. So like that, what is the format we required, we can easily configure from the here only. So that's one basic thing here. If you want to add any report in this one, you can add a new report, that is a scheduler report. Another two reports you can add from here also. So it will be automatically comes for the same thing here. So this is how the thing is nothing but how the uh, report module will work, how you can schedule a report, how you can run. So till now this is the topic. Anyone has any questions till now what we have discussed, or any confusion, you can let me know. I will explain the same thing. This is the very important module. So when you see, the configuring a report is very simple, but when you come to the management point of view, these reports only we can showcase to them, so that they can easily understand, they can easily what we can say, they can easily know the how this will be the functionality will work. Okay. So any questions till now what we discussed? Very good. And kindly note down the task for today. The task is, Uh, the task is create a multiple reports types and check it. The time is which are created on the this month, and time frame you can take anyone and assign to is some particular user, and one you can check each and every report type which you have shown it one report. Each and every report type just create a one report on the same table. That is a first task. And when you come to the second task, what we have to do it is the second task is that nothing but you can schedule a report. So in this report, what we have to do it is just configure 3 to 4 reports for the same thing. Schedule of 3 to 4 reports and include the same thing. By using this include, we can add in the same email so that the attachment will be added to the email notification. Just check the scenario. If that is a not, I will explain in the next class. Just try it. If you're not feeling, if it, that is not came, I will show you how to configure that in the next class. So I hope you clear about the what we have to do the today's task. Hello, can I hope you are clear or any questions on the today's task? Second task is nothing but you can create a multiple scheduled emails, scheduled reports. Okay. So open one email, one schedule report. In that one, just click on new. Here, if you click on new, it is again asking for the new schedule report. So that means this is the include, and again you can add this one as a reports for it. That means if you add this one, what is the report you want it? So then it will create as a second email in that one, second attachment for this one. If you click on this, include it one with. So what are the one we can add it, this is the same thing. So like this you can create a multiple here. So what are the reports you have created? Those reports will all, for example, if you add in the include email 4 reports, those 4 plus this main 5 attachment should be in the email. That is a task. So you can check it. If not, we can explain in the next classes. Don't worry. So this is the task for today. Anyone has any questions? Today's topic and today's question and task. Okay, very good. I treat as yes. So, anyone has any questions with the previous topics? We have another 6 minutes. So, anyone has any questions with the previous topics? Okay. So, if no other questions, we can wind up the session. And thank you so much, guys, for joining today's session. And hopefully, we meet tomorrow at same time. Have a nice day.